Today we're taking a look at a science fiction solitaire journaling game. This is Lemuria Station. This is a backwater space station, hundreds of years old. Lots of people live there, but it is a deteriorating place. It's quite an unpleasant place to live and make a living. In the game, you play the role of a robot hunter. Some of the big corporates have been doing some testing on robots and AI and have released, or sold them rather, into the station. And unfortunately, they've gone a bit rogue. And so we've now got a new career path for people whereby they can be a bounty hunter collecting, killing robots. So let's just nip to the end of this here. As you can see, there's lots of cutish art, stylish art, which makes it look very good. So here's a character sheet. You've got a name, you've got an origin, you've got traits, and you've also got a trinket. Now, none of these things have any effect on the game. They're just for you to include in your story as you journal. Some of your equipment may require battery usage, and so you've got a collection of batteries here that you can add to. Between missions, you can go shopping. You've got hit points, which is pretty standard role-playing fare. You've got strength and dexterity as your stats. Strength is for melee, dexterity is for the shooty McShooting. You've also got a collection of personal inventory. When you go shopping, there's all kinds of things you can buy. For instance, you could buy armour to fill in this section here. You can buy better or different weapons. You've got melee weapons. You've got ranged weapons, of course. And the whole point in going after the bounties is that you want to collect enough credits to get out of this poo hole station. That's the idea. So let's go have a look at mechanically how it works. Oh, hang on, this is quite a nice graphic. This is the gameplay loop. So you're going to start off with the investigative phase, and here you're going to roll up 3 possible bounties. That's 3 different types of robot that you can go after with different values or payments. And you're going to select one of those bounties as your mission. Then you move into the investigative phase, which is covered by this table here. Basically, in order to find the robot, you need to collect a various number of clues, which you can get when you roll a 4, 5 or a 6 here. If you roll an encounter, as you can see for 2 or 3, then we've got an encounter table up here. And this may be anything. Combat, could be fiscal loss or fiscal gain for you. But once you've collected enough clues, then you're able to actually find the robot. And that's when you move into finding where the robot is. So you're going to roll up a location. So it'll be one of the various levels of the station. You're going to then see what modifiers apply while you're on that level. Oh, this is the bounty board where you can roll up for different robots. These are the robots you'll have to fight. The bear bot only has 3 hit points and does D4 damage when it attacks you. Okay, so let's move down here. I wanted to actually show you the combat. I've got myself out of order here. Bear with me a second. Basically, you're going to, if you're doing a melee, you're going to roll a d20 and add your strength to it. If you go over the required number, you're going to hit and do damage. The robots do damage back, but they don't have to roll. So it's all there. Okay, so as you can see, it's fairly simple. Once you've, in quotes, killed the robot, you have to capture the robot. Where's that character sheet? And if you haven't bought capture bolts, or decent capture bolts, you have to roll a d20, and you'll only capture this almost dead robot on 1 to 5 on that d20. But if you get higher quality bolts, say all the way over here to d6, then you've got a very good chance of capturing the robot. If you can't capture the robot once you've beaten it down, then you're basically going to have to kill it, at which point that halves your bounty, which means you're going to have to go through the game loop again. So that's the basic mechanics of it. There's not a lot to the game. It's one of those, it's what you make of it. You've got your name, you've got your traits, you've got your origin, you've even got your trinket, and you can journal if you want, meeting the shopkeepers and when you go to buy your kit. If you like what you've seen, There's a link in the description.